Hey, what's going on YouTubers, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Victor Quintana, South Florida based lifestyle photographer, and I upload weekly videos about photography, creativity, and life as a freelancer. In today's video, I'm going to go over 7 tips for creatives to stay busy during these quarantine days. These are unprecedented times that we're living in, and the best thing we can do to help stop this whole thing is practice social distancing. But that doesn't mean we can't be productive. Alright guys, so let's start off with something we as photographers and freelancers like to put off, and that is updating our website. If you happen to have a Squarespace website like I do, it's actually a breeze to update. This past week I decided to really take a moment and look over my website and see how I could improve it. A few things that I focused on were seeing what photos I thought represented my work the best. I thought about the customer journey and how easy it was for someone to navigate through my website. And I dove deep into the SEO performance on my site. If people aren't able to find you on search engines like Google or Yahoo, if you still use that, or Bing, I think is another one that people maybe use, how do you expect to get more traffic to your website? SEO is extremely important, and I definitely suggest you looking into that if you have not already. Plus, with Squarespace sites and Wix, I believe, it makes it super easy to update the SEO of the sites. So why don't you take some time and really go through your site. Does it currently represent you the best way possible as a photographer and your own brand? If not, then definitely try and make a few changes. Moving on to tip number 2, learning a new skill or refining ones you already have. I'm a big fan of SKILLSHARE and the classes that they offer on their site. And no, I am not getting paid for this. I felt like that's just something I have to say on all these videos so people don't think it's ads or anything like that. And I mean, honestly, in this current climate, I would love to be getting paid by SKILLSHARE. That would be awesome. So SKILLSHARE, if you're watching this, please. Also, Squarespace. Any little chump change would be nice. Anyways, so you can really learn almost anything through SKILLSHARE. Whether you want to learn more about photography or perhaps you've always been interested in knowing more about being an astronaut, there's a class for you. And I'm not gonna lie, I checked out the astronaut course. It went completely over my head, but I still found it very interesting. Now, I know SKILLSHARE you must pay for, which is kind of a bummer, especially in these days. As creatives, we are trying to find ways to save as much money as possible. So I would suggest maybe learning through YouTube instead. There are some great channels out there that provide you with some great knowledge for free. I've gone ahead and linked a couple of my favorite channels below so you can check out later. Now onto tip number 3. I actually learned about this from a few other creatives, but it's a great way to save some money. Did you know that Adobe is actually offering 2 free months for their services? I think that they really hit the nail on the head with this offer. The fact that Adobe realized most of their customers are freelancers and they're seeing the same freelancers out of work, they decided to offer 60 days of Adobe Creative Cloud for free. I think that's awesome. From the looks of it, I think if you pay monthly, you automatically are offered the 60 days when you go to your account and try to cancel it. But for the people that pay annually, I believe that they give you a discount on the next year. I could be wrong as I do the monthly payments. So I just got the 2 free months, which is awesome. And yeah, I can't complain. Thank you, Adobe. And you know, if this keeps going, I would love to hear you offering more months for free. That'd be awesome. But if you pay yearly and have anything to add to this, please let me know down in the comments so others can see as well. But it's really simple. Just go to your account online, go as if you were to cancel your subscription. You will then be prompted to accept an offer for 60 days of Adobe Creative Cloud for free. And all you have to do is just accept the offer, and then your services are updated without any interruption. Super easy. Why wouldn't you do it? It's like 120 bucks you're saving. It's awesome. Tip number 4. This idea recently came to me by a fellow photographer, Ashley Canario. You can check out her work through this link up here. She suggested you go through old drives to sort and clean them up. I cannot tell you how much I hate allocating time to do this, but with so much time on our hands, it seems like the best time to do it. I just started going through some of my old drives, my G drives, my lacy drives, and have realized how much crap I'm storing for no apparent reason besides being just extremely lazy to clean out those files. I mean, I have files from like high school. That's why? Just why? I don't know. And getting off topic. A little spring cleaning for your drives can go a long way. I mean, I was about to order another drive just the other day, but after cleaning out 2 of my drives, I now have enough space that I don't need to buy another drive, which is awesome because I save money. And saving money during these quarantine times is, you know, the best thing ever because we're not really getting paid anymore. So, yeah, ramen is delicious, guys. Okay, so tip 5. Now this tip you should find a day out of each week to be doing regardless of the coronavirus, and that is to make a new list of potential clients to reach out to. This can be very time consuming and tedious, but it will absolutely benefit you in the long run. The way that I like to do it, I like using Google Sheets to create my client list because you can then access it from virtually anywhere. Typically when I'm looking for a new client, I will obviously start with finding out their names and their contact info, but then I like to go a little bit deeper and do a little brand audit, meaning I'll go and research their online presence. I find their website, their Instagram, their Facebook, LinkedIn if they have one, Google business page, and then compile all the tags and links into the Google Sheet. From there, I'll look at who they have worked with in the past, see if they prefer a certain style of photographer or if they constantly look to work with new photographers with different styles. Once I've gathered all that information, I will plan out a pitch deck that is specifically geared towards that specific client. There's nothing a client hates more than a generic pitch. I remember when I first started out in this industry, I would just send out a blast email that would just had the same exact message on each email. And although I personally think it was kind of catchy and worth reading, any client can read it and tell immediately that you just blasted that email towards like 100 different clients. So they're not gonna feel special. They're not gonna really want to reach back out to you. They just think you're some new chump on the block now, like looking for work. And honestly, just don't waste your time with that email. Really put in a lot of effort and come up with a customized pitch deck that you can send to a client, and they will know right when they open the deck that like, damn, he put in a lot of work into this. He's gonna put in a lot of work into creating beautiful photographs for my products, for my fashion, for whatever. So trust me when I say to you that taking this time and creating those custom pitches really goes a long way. And I would say for every 10 that say no or don't respond to you, you'll get 1 or 2 that will be blown away by your presentation. And those are actually the clients that you want to work with. Trust me. So get creative, find your potential clients, and blow them away. Next up, tip number 6, upload images and footages to your stock websites. This tip also can be time consuming, but hey, would you rather be rewatching The Office on Netflix or would you rather be making some passive income? Yeah, that's what I thought. Also, maybe have The Office on in the background because now I heard they're taking The Office off of Netflix, which my sleeping pattern's gonna be all messed up because I pretty much fall asleep every night watching that show. So, insomnia is gonna be fun. Now, there are a bunch of different stock websites that you can upload to, but I've recently found out about one that does most of the work for you. Blackbox.global is a stock image platform that takes care of business stuff for you, so you can just focus on creating. I mean, that's a win-win. After uploading your content to their website, they're the ones that will distribute it across all other stock websites. So instead of signing up for Shutterstock, Getty Images, etc., I don't even know the names of some other ones, Storyblocks, that's another one, you just upload to one site and you're done. They take care of the rest. That's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. I'll put the link to their website down in the captions below. All right guys, so we're wrapping up. Last and final tip, take this time and recharge your batteries. As a creative, life can have its ups and downs, and you rarely have time to take a second for yourself. There's actually a quote I wanted to share with you guys from one of my favorite movies that I think about often in slow times of work. Sometimes you're flush, sometimes you're bust. And when you're up, it's never as good as it seems, and when you're down, you never think you'll be up again. but life goes on. Snoopy points for anyone that knows where that quote is from without having to look it up. So I encourage all of you to take a second, look within yourself, think about the goals you made for this year. Think about how you will hit the ground running when things get back to normal. Think about your roadmap a year from now, 5 years from now, and try to plan definitive and achievable steps to reach those goals. There's no better time than now to improve yourself and your skills. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're able to take away at least a couple of these tips and put them to good use. Let me know in the comments below if you happen to have any other tips to keep you busy during this quarantine. I would love to hear your suggestions. In this time of uncertainty, we all must work together to overcome this time in our lives in order to emerge victorious. I was watching Entourage the other night, and I was thinking of Viking Quest just now. I don't know why. So until next week, I'm Victor Quintana, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you are new to the channel, it would be super awesome if you subscribed. Hopefully one day this channel can make me some money so that in worst case scenario, there's another quarantine, I'll hopefully have some money coming in. But until then, cheers.